Good morning, everybody. I'm Francesca Maxime, and this is WiseGirl. Today, I want to talk a little bit about something that we have heard a lot in the news, which is mindfulness and meditation. And there's a lot of folks, like my friends this weekend, that have told me, "Oh, I really need to start meditating. I want some more calm in my life. I'm really stressed out and that kind of thing." But I think there's also a misperception as to what meditation is and what mindfulness really is. So I thought I might try to take a minute to explain a little bit about it. First of all, meditation really isn't about clearing your mind of thoughts or of just, trying to be calm. What it is really an ability to notice and recognize that you are thinking and what it is that you may be thinking, not attached to it, not have judgment about that thought, and then watch it come and go like a cloud passing in the sky. So, what you're trying to do is basically recognize that you're human, that you do have thoughts. Sometimes you'll hear it said that it's called monkey mind. You can imagine what that is, right? When there's a monkey sort of jumping around from tree to tree, that's sort of what our mind does. Or meditation has also been described as sort of training the puppy, right? The puppy always wants to go and run in a certain direction and do something, and then you want to kind of bring it back and just say, stay, stay. But you're noticing, of course, that the puppy has kind of gone in another direction, but you're saying, nope, we're going to just sort of work on this right now. So we focus our concentration and our attention on something, which most often in a lot of settings is our breath, the rising and falling of our breath. So you can either sort of feel the bodily sensations of what it means to breathe in and out, quite simply in our nose and our nostrils, or in our abdomen as it's sort of rising and falling as we breathe quite naturally. There's no special way or fancy way to do it. It's just sort of noticing that we are, in fact, breathing. So, that, in fact, is the big difference. That's the difference between meditating and being mindful and then just sort of being on autopilot and living your life. How many of us have, been driving our car and then all of a sudden we realize we missed the exit because we're on the same path that we normally take, say, to go to work, but in this case, we're not on our way to work, we're going somewhere else. So we did our automatic autopilot as we would turn to where work might be. Well, that's kind of how we live our lives. And the thing is that we often think that we're bad because we don't have the willpower to sort of figure out um, how to intercede and sort of say, I know cognitively where I was supposed to go or what I was supposed to do or what I was supposed to say. Why couldn't I do that? I knew I wasn't supposed to eat that brownie, but I did anyway. Why can't I do that? And I think that it's a lot about being mindful, meaning how aware are we when we step into the kitchen and open the refrigerator door of the motivations that our mental state is going into that. So are we really sort of aware that we might be feeling down or sad about something, that we might be feeling angry, and that our look at sort of self-soothing and relief might be to go and open the refrigerator and eat something that we really didn't intend to eat. And how can we look at that with compassion, meaning the feelings themselves that precede actually putting the food in our mouth? How can we look at that and just sort of hold it with gentleness and with compassion and say, it's okay to be sad and it's okay to be angry. We don't need to actually go and make the problem worse by then engaging in an action like eating food that we don't need or want, really, just to feel better. And sort of that practice of mindfulness and that practice of meditation, which is being aware of what we're doing at any given moment, whether it's brushing our teeth, washing the dishes, driving the car, eating our food. That awareness is the difference between sort of being on what they call a path to being more enlightened or cultivating wisdom and just sort of living our lives out of conditioning. And a lot of us say, well, I didn't ask for conditioning. How did I get conditioning? What's conditioning? I'll save that whole conversation for another episode, if you will. But I just wanted to sort of talk a little bit about the difference between what it's like to really be aware and unaware. So try it today, perhaps. I would invite you in your own life to recognize um, how aware are you of what the situation is that you're in. If you're in New York and you're on the subway, How aware are you of your movements, of your bodily sensations? Are you just getting annoyed at certain things? Why are certain things annoying you? And allow all those things to exist in your mind and rest in your mind and come and go without judgment and with self compassion, and see if that kind of an intention doesn't sort of change the way in which you can relate to those things, as opposed to just react and want to cut the person off, for example, or, you know, not be nice to them on the subway, or that kind of thing. Because we all have our days, trust me. All right, that's it for now. I'm Francesca Maxime. This is Wise Girl. Thanks for watching.